Well, hello everybody, and hope you're all doing good. This is Teresa, your coach and mentor. And as you know, my company is Glen Mills Coaching and Consulting, where I provide professional and personal development leadership programs to help you reach your full potential and to help you achieve your goals for success in life, relationships, and in business. And as you know, for the month of May, I've been doing a segment I've called May I Introduce You? It's just a short interview with some of my most trusted coaches, mentors, business advisors, friends, and successful colleagues, business owners, and entrepreneurs. So today with me, I have a gorgeous person I want to introduce you to, uh, Tracey Ullman, who is the owner of Soulscapes. And she is one of my female tribal friends. And so we are in a similar mastermind group that we're doing together and in an accountability group. And I would like to introduce you to Tracey. Hi, Trace.
Hi, Teresa.
How you
Nice
doing?
to be here. Good. It's great to be here.
So tell us a little bit about Soulscapes.
Soulscapes is a holistic med spa where we help women and men rejuvenate their skin while developing their inner calm. It's a place where your soul can have it escape, and I help women just like yourself develop a routine of self-care, because I believe, I've been screaming this for 2 years, self-care is the new healthcare. So I have a brick and mortar business in Downingtown, Pennsylvania. In fact, May 15th, I'll be in business for 10 years.
Wow.
Yes.
Congratulations. So,
yes.
so for those who may not know, are you, I know that you have a brick and mortar. So tell us how the COVID-19 and social distancing has affected your business.
Well, we're closed. We've been closed since March 13th. And because we do have other treatments besides facials and your typical massage, we're primarily a touch business. However, I have been doing some transitional coaching, empowerment coaching, and Reiki healing energy work on Zoom. So for the most part, we've been closed, but just managing, being mentally tough in getting through this together in a emotional, intelligent way.
And have you seen the last 6, 8, 10 weeks, have you seen an increase in people's emotions getting out of whack?
Yes. Well, in the beginning, when this all happened, I was getting quite a bit of, in fact, I made a group, Rise Above Corona, on Facebook, because I was getting inundated with emails and phone calls. I do have quite a bit of a story, a background behind me, but I had a near-death experience in 2009, and that really had helped me tap in and tune into more of my intuitiveness and making me step out into some of the gifts that I have. And I just know that I was being called to help support people in their emotional state so that they could, there was a lot of unknown and there was a lot of vulnerability happening when this all started. People not knowing, and I think for the most part, people getting out of their routine. It was so, business unusual instead of business usual. So I really answered and helped quite a bit of entrepreneurs, colleagues, and clients manage their emotional, so I could help them sleep at night, that they were able to get through that emotional part of the unknown. I think when humans get out of routine, boy, it really sets us into a tizzy.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And so for those who may not know what the word intuitive means, tell us, what does it mean when you say, I have intuitive abilities?
Yeah, so in my classes that I teach, I always talk about birds have radar, whales have sonar, and us humans have sixth sense. It's that energy that comes with just these hits of knowing without having information. And if you look in the dictionary, intuitive means, or intuition means, absorbing or gathering information without having the other five senses influenced by it. So it's those gut feelings. It's that hinky bell, I like to call it, that dings. It's the hair on the back of your neck that stands up. And some of us are more tapped in and tuned into it.
And so just personal, by way of personal example with you, Trace, if you remember a week or so ago when we had gotten on our group call, our Zoom call, and I said, hey, Trace, I saw two vultures this morning, one on each side of the road. And jokingly, I figured, is this death? What is somebody going to die? Am I going to die? Tell everybody what you told me, because it was so exciting. And most people equate vultures with death.
They do, because that's what they show you in Hollywood. So that is already, they're marketing, they're programming to you. But think about what a vulture does. A vulture eats a dead carcass. So he's the last person really to touch that dead carcass that you might see on the side of the road. You said that they weren't eating, that they just showed up. So vultures actually represent rebirth, that whatever you had been eating is now going to be regurgitated in a way where it's a rebirthing. And to look at it as a positive, I said, oh, a vulture, that's a good sign. So whatever you've been working on, whatever you've been manifesting or wanting to come to fruition, boy, seeing two is really, I just wanted you to stay focused on keeping your thoughts positive so that those manifestations could come to fruition. So it's a good sign.
And that made me feel so much better. So I can actually attest to you having such a great inner sense, and how you are able to pull that out in your clients.
Yeah.
And I know some of your stories, and I know some of the ways that you've helped people. I wish we could go into more of those, because you have an amazing ability to do what you're doing. But so let's talk about facials.
Yeah.
So tell me, how is a facial a first step to self-care?
So when you're in the mirror, so home care is just as important as coming into our facility and getting a facial. So think about, a facial when an esthetician, you carry so much stress in your face. You're talking all the time. You're clenching your teeth. First of all, we massage the skin. Like, who touches your face like that except your mom, stroking of the skin. So a facial is a doorway to self-care. At Soulscapes, what we do is we put hot stones on your chakras, right? We bag your feet in warm towels. I clear your meridians. I clear your chakras, all while we are doing a facial. In home care, to me, it's the doorway. So when you get the facial, we want you to continue that, because I only have an hour with you at the spa. Home care, you're 10 minutes in the mirror. It's a meditative state when you're in the mirror, just you being yourself, just with you, washing your face, putting your moisturizer on, putting your sunscreen on, and then you're doing it again at night. So it's 10 minutes in the morning, it's 10 minutes at night. Just think about if you were to develop another 10 minutes of exercise, another 10 minutes of just sipping on a cup of tea, how meditative that is. It's really helping you become present in the moment. So a facial, whether it's done at home or at a spa or a med spa, it's definitely a way where self-care, when we're giving back to ourselves instead of being so busy, it is a doorway to more health care.
And you raise a great point, because I had someone on the other day, and so we were talking about self-care. She's in the salon industry, hair salon, nail salon. And I was talking about how people are getting burnout. And because we're not going
Yeah.
to work. We're not leaving to go to the office. You know, folks like you, me, many of us over the years, we've learned how to leave work at work, but now work is at home. And I'm seeing people are starting to get very fatigued and depressed and anxious. And I know for me, you know, when I'm in work mode, it doesn't shut off. So tell everybody how they can get a better night's sleep. That's a big thing right now. I just read an article on the effects of lack of sleep and productivity at work. So tell us how to get a good night's sleep.
Well, the best way is, you know, there's five. I always have these five. And I like to, the first number one thing is face it head on. I think what keeps us up at night is that we are not facing what our problem is. We're thinking about it, we're coming up with all of these ideas, but if you face it head on, make that phone call, talk to the relationship that you're in, communication, but facing it head on instead of just thinking about it. I know from personal experience, if I just, you know, just get up and do it when we're supposed to do it, that is one. And then knowing that, not that everything happens for a reason, but knowing that the experience that you are having, that what's ever keeping us up, COVID, right? That it's giving us a lesson, looking at things as a lesson instead of like, well, how is this happening to me? I could have went down that slippery slope. You know, they closed my doors because we're non-essential, but to stay mentally strong and not that I wasn't staying up at night, but I was saying, what is this lesson teaching us? And everybody's been nicknaming it now the Great Pause. Have you heard that?
I have not. That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, they're calling this era 2020 the Great Pause because this unbelievable amount of stress that we put on ourselves, not only does it deplete your cortisol, which depletes your elastin, which makes us feel, you know, real saggy. Cortisol is a known depleter of not estrogen, but elastin and collagen in the skin. But when we get a facial or we do some type of self-care, it's releasing emotions as well. So this great pause, if you face it head on, if you look at it as a lesson, and that we somehow release our emotions, you know, if someone's up at night, why not tell them, you know, how could you release it? Instead of thinking about it, move the body. Don't be a stationary target. That's what I do. I got to get out of the house, go for a bike ride, take a walk, I don't know, beat a pillow. But releasing emotions instead of keeping them pent up is huge. And then focusing on only what you can control. I can't control COVID. I can't control the governor. What can I control? And that to make a decision quickly. I think what keeps me up at night at times is when I am hesitant about making a decision. You know, great leaders make a decision immediately. They don't spend a lot of time thinking about things. They make it and they move on, whether it's good or bad. And if it is bad, I just always say, well, I'll get through it then.
That's great. Yeah, I had read an article about, you know, one of the things that makes a great leader is being able to make a decision quick. And whether it's right or wrong, like you said, make the decision. Your team is depending on you to make decisions. That's good stuff. So I have to laugh because your name is Tracey Ullman, and
Yeah.
so tell us about how funny is that? And you had shared with me earlier you have the same birthday as her.
We do. Now, isn't that funny how she is December 30th, 1959, and I'm December 30th, 1979? Like, can you believe that? Like, we're literally, you know, 20 some years apart or 10 years apart. I can't do the math, but so my husband, 20, my husband gave me the name. You know, I'm half Greek, half German, but how I discovered her is when we were getting our marriage license, the person that was signing us up for the marriage license, she said to me, she goes, you know, you realize you're going to have a famous name. I said, no. And, you know, Tracey Ullman, well, that's how The Simpsons started. So it does give people pause. I remember this one time I asked a psychic, like, why would I choose a famous name, an actress, and then also the same birthday. And she said, wow, wasn't your soul very smart to do that? Because it does give people pause. There are times where I've met people and they said, don't I know you? So my name is familiar. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So what kinds of people should be looking for you? Because we're going to all be going back to work, and I'm hopeful, and I'm a forward thinker, and I know that we are going to all find ourselves. And what kind of clients should be looking for you?
Well, my best client is somebody that has stress. I mean, anybody that is suffering from stress, anxiety, uncertainty, looking for clarity, stress, a facial and a massage is 85% of people that get a massage is stress related. So anybody stress related, in joint pain, back pain, body pain. So anybody, a good referral is anybody that suffers from stress, anxiety, would look for a little bit of rejuvenation, and maybe they're bored and they want to do something new too. I still today, Teresa, I still have to watch myself when sometimes I do get clients that say, I've never had a facial. And they're 60, 70, 75 years old. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, you've never had a facial? So I don't want to make them.
I've never had a facial. Hello?
Are you serious? That it is the best thing. Is telling you, you have to come see me. Yes,
I will. I'm
yes.
going to. As soon as as soon as we're allowed out. I cannot wait. Please put me on your book. And so I know how to get a hold of you, but how can somebody get a hold of you? Because people, listen, here's the people that my heart breaks for: the folks on the front lines, the first responders, the law enforcement, military personnel, those folks, medical and mental health care providers. Yes, they're going to need to de-stress. How can people get a hold of you? What's the best way?
Yeah, so my number is 484-888-8777. That's 484-888-8777, or just Google Soulscapes Med Spa. Comes right up. We're in Downingtown. I'm located in Downingtown. It's not too far from Glen Mills.
Nope, not too far.
Yeah.
Perfect. So I would love to talk to you more. You are amazing, and you have such energy, and you just have such a presence. So I'm so glad you took some time to meet with me and give everybody here an opportunity to see what you do and how you can help. And I am sure that when things start to make sense and settle down, and I don't want to say get back to normal. I don't know what that means anymore, but I have a feeling you're going to be very busy. So thanks. I'm going to let you go. I appreciate your time. You're fabulous.
Okay. Thank you. Have a great day, Teresa.
You too. Bye.
Bye.